Oops, how's that? Is that better? Hey, thanks for stopping by, Daniel. I appreciate it, by the way, okay? So, that's a little better. Okay, good. So now let's take a look. Since this is Israel, Israel had 14 views on the YouTube video yesterday. So thanks so much for the 14 views, Israel. 8 young folks, 6 older folks. Thanks so much for that. Before we get started, of course, Israel, I want to invite you to join me on Twitch this evening at 8 p.m. It'll be Dave's Data Analytics, all about our programming data analytics, 8 p.m. New York time on Twitch. Okay. So anyway, let's start. We're looking at the numbers here for Israel. So Daniel, what are you up to today? Okay, what you can see here is currently uh, Israel has uh-oh. Yeah, I think it's setting a little sooner nowadays. It's like 3:30 here in the high, and it's like the sun's like really low now. Shadows are long, and the sun is low in the sky. And it's only 3:30. How uh how long of a run do you go for? So currently, Israel has administered 15.9 million case doses. You come back over here, and you can see that as of November the 6th, Israel had 6.2 million people have received a single shot. Okay, and 5.7 million have been fully vaccinated. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so what about percentage wise? Let's make sure we understand this here. So currently, 6.2 million people have received a single dose in Israel, and 5.7 million have been fully vaccinated. So, so currently, 71% of the population of Israel has received a single dose, and 65% have been fully vaccinated. So now let's take a look at our daily COVID-19 analysis here. For the country of Israel. Okay, Israel. Because currently Israel only has had 1.3 or 1.4 million cases, 8,114 deaths. Now, if we look here, this doesn't look too good because it looks as if Israel has pretty much doubled 2020 cases. Okay, and you can see that the 2021 COVID-19 deaths have passed 2020 deaths. Now let's take a look at the actual numbers here. Now, if you look at this here, the numbers aren't that bad. Okay, although the secondary spike here was greater than this one here, but what you can see here, let's say the probably the best spike was back on January 13th at 9,997 cases per day. But look at this long decline. Look all the way down there, spring and summer, when Israel's cases were just like crazy low. Okay, but then in July they spiked back up as high as for a single day as not quite sure. Jeez, can't quite above 20,000 for the day. Okay, before falling all the way back down again to 342 on average per day. And this number here was so on October the 31st, Israel's cases have fallen back down to 332 for a single day. What about deaths? Well, it's a familiar pattern. A spike during the first half of the year, following a spike. Israel's deaths spiked on January 27th at 92 deaths for a single day before falling all the way back down into here. Okay. Always spring and summer, single low double digit deaths. Then the deaths spiked back up here on September the 8th at 56 before falling all the way back down, well, to 0 deaths, an average of 2 deaths per day. Okay. Now again, we're going to look at this here. Long declining pattern, crazy low weekly case numbers during the spring and summer before climbing back up in July. But then again, after a 4 or 5 week steep increase in July, the numbers began to fall back down again. Okay. What about deaths? Again, crazy low deaths all the way through spring and summer. Then in July, August, 4 or 5 week steep increase, and then finally falling back off again. What about deaths? Well, here's the news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row saw a crazy low decline in COVID-19 cases in Israel. Then you had a 3 month increase, followed by a 1 month decline for October. Okay, so that's good news. What about over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months in a row decline in COVID-19 deaths, followed by a 1, 2, 3 month increase, and now October saw a decrease over the previous 2 months. Okay, so that concludes Israel's numbers for today. This a friendly invite to you folks from Israel to invite you back to come back at 8 p.m. New York time this evening for Dave's Data Analytics. We're all about R programming and data analysis. Okay, 8 p.m. New York time this evening. Come back and join in all the fun on Twitch. And of course, if you're on YouTube, there's a link to my Twitch channel in the description below. Thanks so much. We'll see you in a bit.